Stop eating healthy snacks if you want to see the number on the scale go down. It makes no sense, does it? But stay with me for just a minute. I had a client in my weight loss program who's a professor. She couldn't understand why she couldn't lose weight, and she only ate healthy food. So I asked her about her day. So she would eat a healthy breakfast, go into the school, and work a little, have some of those little red tomatoes for a snack, work a little more, then have just a couple pecans, which would tide her over till lunchtime. Then she'd teach a class, and she and her colleagues would sit at the end of the class day, um, and they would all have a snack. She would finish off her pecans, do a little more work, go home. There might be some olives out on the counter, and then she would sit down to the dinner her husband had made that night. All super healthy stuff, right? So in the past, she had lost weight on a medical shake program a couple of times, but she'd always regained it. So she had this belief that there was something wrong with her body that made it so she could not lose weight while eating food, because she had tried that as well and it just didn't work. So let me tell you what happened. In the 1980s, the food companies began to market snack foods as a part of all adult celebrations, that they should be added to all get-togethers. Think book club, meetings. Does this sound familiar? And then it was marketed to be eaten every time we watched TV. Now, I was a kid in the mid 70s, and I remember Sunday nights we sat down and watched The Wonderful World of Disney. There were movies and cartoons, and I sat on the floor with my brothers and watched the show, and we never ate anything. Isn't that funny? That just wasn't the way we did things. So in the 80s, then the obesity epidemic starts and it climbs. And a decade later, the healthy food people say, well, we don't want to deprive ourselves, so we should have healthy snacks. This was the wrong answer. So it turns out that putting something in our mouths multiple times a day doesn't work for the biology of our bodies. Our digestive hormone system doesn't function normally when we do this. Think about that professor I told you about. So what can you do that will work with your normal body function and help you lose weight? Eat 3 meals and no snacks. That is the way to normalize your digestive hormone system. You need to have some space of time in between the meals when you don't eat anything. You can drink water or coffee or tea, but no food in between and nothing in those drinks. So do you have to eat anything special at those meals? No. Eat the food, stop when you're full, then leave some hours until your next meal. This sounds like a hard thing to do, right? You think, I'm going to be so hungry. It is hard for 2 to 3 weeks. And then your body's hormone system normalizes and it becomes easy. Those cravings come from your hormones being out of whack, among other things, along with eating emotionally, eating because we're bored, some of those things too. But like I said, 2 to 3 weeks, it's hard, and then it gets easy. You'll actually just watch the numbers on the scale go down naturally. So if you'd like more free information about losing weight and tips and tricks, check out my website, vibrant-md.com/tips. Thanks for listening.